Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We are all welcome to this session on our Arabic grammar lessons with النحو الواضح. Inshallah, today again we look at another topic which is similar to the topics we have been looking at. We are not yet done with the إسناد الأفعال المعتلة إلى ضمائر الرفع البارزة. So we are still looking at that series. And inshallah in this session we are looking at إسناد المضارع والأمرالناقصين إلى ضمائر الرفع البارزة الأمثلة أو إلى ضمائر الرفع البارزة. We are looking at connecting the فعل مضارع that is an amr, فعل مضارع and amr that is ناقص, and you already know when we say a verb is ناقص, that means it ends with a حرف الإلة. Okay, so we are going to look at how they also come with the ضمائر الرفع البارزة that we have been seeing. Here we see أنت تسعين في الخير. Let's just go through the verbs randomly. The verbs are سعى, okay, سعى to strive towards something. That is the verb for the first one. And then when we come here, we have the verb which is أبدى. أبدى is to show, to express. Even in views, expressing your views, we say أبدى هذا الشخص رأيه. أريد أن أبدي رأيي. I want to express my view. And abda also to show something physically. Okay, so if I say anta tubdi jamilan, you look good, yani your physical look, you are expressing something that makes me see you as good. So tubdi jamilan bimana you're looking good in your dress. Or anti tubdina jamilatan, okay, you look beautiful. That is how the expression goes. That is also the second verse. And also with the third verb we are looking at أنت تدعين إلى العمل. Okay, this is دعا يدعو, okay, to call, to invite. So let's look at the sentences we have here. It says أنت تسعين في الخير. Okay, you are striving in goodness, in something good. المخلصون يسعون في الخير. The mukhlisun, the sincere ones, okay, they are striving in goodness. الوالدان يسعيان في الخير. Al-waladani yas'ayani fil khair. The two boys are striving in goodness. Al-fatayatu yas'ayna fil khair. The girls are striving in goodness. Jamil. And when you look on the side, you see the command form. So if you want to command anti to strive, you want to say to a girl, strive, you say is'ain, is'ain, is'ain. Just like you say izhabi, you say is'ain. If they are plural, you say is'aw. Two people is'aya. If they are a lot of girls, you say is aina. Ani antunnas aina. You are commanding a lot of women. So on the side, that will be the command form. That is the imperative form. We have from number 5 to number 8. Anti tubdina surura. You are expressing happiness. So you basically are looking happy. Okay. You are expressing happiness. You are showing happiness. الناجحون يبدون السرور. One thing you notice is that in the PDF there are a lot of things that are not okay. This is supposed to be الناجحون, but it comes الناححون because it's the PDF. It's not really done well. I'm sure you have the hard copies. That is why I always advise you to have the hard copies. So الناجحون يبدون السرور. The successful ones are expressing happiness. Okay. Al-waladani yubdiyani surura. The two boys are expressing happiness. Al-fatayatu yubdina as-surura. The girls are expressing happiness. And then the command form, of course, is on the side. I have anti tad'ina ila al-amal. You are calling to work. Al-mukhlisuna yad'una ila al-amal. The sincere ones, okay, or the hard-working ones. Al-mukhlis yani is faithful, sincere. They are calling to work. Al-waladani yad'uwani ila al-amal. The two boys are calling to work. Look at the amal here. The lam is not showing. The PDF has issues. Okay, these are some of the things that really gives problems to those who want to read on their own. Okay. Al-fatayatu yad'una ila al-amal. The girls are calling to work. Okay, so as you know, our concern has always been the isnad, how the isnad of the fi'l and the damir raf is done. Okay, So let's look at the bahth. It says الأمثلة السابقة تشمل على أفعال ناقصة مضارعة وأمرية مسندة إلى ياء المخاطبة So the previous examples, they contain what? It says they contain أفعال ناقصة. They contain verbs that are ناقصة, that end with a حرف الإلا, and they are also مضارعة. They are present tense verb, and we have the أمرية. So we have the present tense verb, and then we also have the imperative form, the command form in front of it. And all these verbs, they are مسندة إلى ياء المخاطبة. They've been linked to the ياء المخاطبة. That is one of the ضمائر الرفع. The واو الجماعة and the alif الاثنين and نون النسوة. Okay, these are the ضمائر الرفع in there. Says وإذا نظرت إلى الأمثلة رأيت آخر المضارع والأمر ألفا في الطائفة الأولى وياء في الطائفة الثانية وواوا في الطائفة الثالثة. Okay, so if you look at the verbs, what did we say? We said the verbs we have here, we have what was it? Okay, sa'a ends with alif, and then abda yubdi ends with so in the mudari we have tas'a, anta tas'a. Okay, we have, so basically we have sa'a and then abda, and then we have da'a. Okay, and he's telling us here that if you look at the first one, the sa'a side, it says إذا نظرت إلى الأمثلة رأيت آخر المضارع والأمر ألفا في الطائفة الأولى. In the first part, in its mudari is, so you say sa'a, yes, the mudari ends with alif. That is the first part. The second verb you have is abda yubdi. Okay, the mudari we have yubdi. It says وَيَاءً فِي الطَّائِفَةِ الثَّانِيَةِ. So you have the verb which is abda, the past tense. The mudari is what? Yubdi. The mudari ends with yai. That is for the second part. It says وَوَاءً فِي الطَّائِفَةِ الثَّالِثَةِ. And the third part, the verb da'a, the mudari is what? Yad'u, and ends with waw. So when we say al-mudari an-naqis, we are not talking about the madi, we are talking about when you convert the madi into mudari. What does the verb end with? So now we know the first one, sa'a yas'a, ends with alif. Abda yubdi, it ends with yai. Da'a yad'u, it ends with waw. Jamil? And he says that وإذا أردت أن تعرف ما حدث من التغيير, if you want to know what happened with regards differences, changes in the إسناد هذه الأفعال إلى الضمائر, when we connected these verbs to the pronouns, says فانظر إلى الأفعال المسندة إلى ياء المخاطبة وواو الجماعة في الطائفة الثلاث من الأمثلة, in the three groups. If you want to know the changes that happen to the verbs, look at the endings of the verbs in the three groups. Okay, so first of all, he's pointing us to look at the ya il mukhataba wa il jama'a in the three groups. We are focusing on the ya ul mukhataba and the wa il jama'a. Okay, what does he conclude? He concludes that, we go and confirm his conclusion. He says that تجد أن الإسناد إلى هذين الضميرين سبب حذف حرف العلة من الأفعال سواء أكان آخرها ألفا أم ياء أم واوا. So we are looking at when the verb is connected to ya al-mukhataba and the waw al-jama'a, the harf al-illa that ends the verb is deleted, whether the harf al-illa is waw, is yai, or is alif. Okay, and then he says that غير أنك ترى أنه إذا كان المحذوف ألفا, except that you see that if the harf al-illa that has been omitted is alif, بقي ما قبل الياء والواو مفتوحا. The harf that comes before the haraka that comes before the ya al-mukhataba and the waw al-jama'a is fatha. وإذا كان المحذوف ياء, and if the harf al-illa that is deleted from the verb is yai, أو واو or واو كسر ما قبل ياء المخاطبة. The حركة that comes before the ياء المخاطبة is كسرة وضم ما قبل واو الجماعة. Okay, let's look in the three groups, the connection with the so we look at the first one. We are the anti is where we have the yaul mukhataba, okay, and then the mukhlisuna is where we have the wawul jama'a. We are looking at these two. True. If you look at tas'a, is supposed to end with alif. The alif has been omitted here. Here we have the verb ta sin ain. The alif that comes has been deleted, and then the yaul mukhataba is there. So when the verb fi'l mudari al-naqis is connected to yaul mukhataba, the harf al-illa of the verb is deleted. Again, let's look here. Yas'auna. Again, the alif that ends the verb yas'a has been deleted because the verb is in contact with wawul jama'a. So whatever harf al-illa the verb ends with, if it comes into contact with yaul mukhataba and wawul jama'a, the harf al-illa is omitted. Let's check the second part also. Here also we have anti tubdina. The yai here is the yai of the mukhataba, that is the ضمائر الرفع. Okay, the yai of the verb itself has been deleted, so the verb ends with tubdi yai, and then there is also the yai of the mukhataba, which is the ضمائر الرفع. But in this case, that yai of the verb has been deleted. Okay, look at yubduna. The verb is yubdi. There is a yai ending. So let's say something like, if everything was supposed to come, you read yubdiyuna, but no, you say yubduna. The yai is omitted here. Same thing happens to the da'a. Anti tad'ina, yad'una. The tad'un, the waw is not there. Yad'un, the waw of the verb is not there. This waw here is the wawul jama'a. Okay, Jamil. Now we've confirmed one aspect of what it said. What the book is saying is that if the verb fi'l mudari al-naqis, when it comes into contact with yaul mukhataba and wawul mukhataba, the harf al-illa is deleted, is omitted. That is the first part which we've confirmed. The second part says what? It says that if what is omitted is yai or waw, then is yaul mukhataba. If what is omitted is alif, okay, if it is alif or it is waw, that is what he was saying. Look, let's pick that line again. Let me highlight it for us all to get it very clearly. He says from here, let's pick the whole thing. Okay, this portion of it says غير أنك ترى أنه إذا كان المحذوف ألفا, if what we omitted, the harf al-illa that we deleted is alif, بقي ما قبل الياء, the yaw al-mukhataba, what remains after the yaw al-mukhataba, and waw is fatha. Okay, so you look at anti tas'aina. Why is it tas'aina? Why is it fatha before the yaw al-mukhataba? Because the harf al-illa that was omitted was alif. It was already tas'a. We omitted the alif and it became tas'a. So tas'aina and then tas'auna. Okay, tas'aina, tas'auna. So it says bakiya ma qabla al-yai wal waw maftuhan. The letter that remains before the waw and the yai is given fatha. It says wa iza kana al-mahzuf ya aw wa kusira ma qabla ya al-mukhataba wa dhamma ma qabla waw al-jama'a. So we are looking at the second category. We are looking at here this portion. Let's pay attention to this verb. Because what we've omitted is yai. Okay, what we've omitted here is yai, taking you back to the qaida. Pay attention to this portion, very sensitive. إذا كان المحذوف يا, mahzuf here referring to the verb if the verb ends with yai. Okay, so abda, yubdi, the abda verb, its mudari ends with yai. So if we delete the yai, what vowel will remain on the verb itself, the last letter of the verb? It says if you omit yai or wow, what we will do is that we will make the last letter kesra before ya al mukhataba, and we make it dhamma before waw al jama'a. Look at this very closely. Sarf is that delicate. When what is omitted is yai, we will make what comes before the ya al mukhataba kesra. So you see tubdina. So it was already tubdi, and then we take the yai of the verb off, then we keep the kesra. But then what if we are connecting it to waw al jama'a? He says dumma ma qabla waw al jama'a. This is it here. So of course it is still yai that has been omitted, but what comes before the waw al jama'a should be dhamma. So we say yubduna. You can't say yubduan. You can't say that. You have to say yubduna. Yubduna. Okay. So those qawaid in that paragraph, this whole paragraph has been cleared. We come here. ثم انظر إلى الأفعال المسندة إلى ألف الاثنين. Now we are done with ياء الجماعة, ياء المخاطبة and واو الجماعة. Now he's saying that ثم انظر إلى الأفعال المسندة إلى ألف الاثنين ونون النسوة تجد أنها حينما يكون آخرها ألفا كما في الطائفة الأولى من الأمثلة تقلب الألف ياء. So now we are looking at what ضمائر الرفع ألف الاثنين and نون النسوة. Okay, dual and also feminine plural. So when it is in this case, what happens is that the last alif of the verb is turned to ya. The last alif of the verb is turned to ya. That is one part of the rule. This part, please, if you can memorize this, is very good. Okay, يعني حينما it says الأفعال المسندة إلى ألف الاثنين ونون النسوة تجد أنها حينما يكون آخرها ألفا كما في الطائفة الأولى من الأمثلة تقلب الألف ياء. Let's confirm this. I want to do everything one after the other. Okay. First one. Now we have here the verb is in contact with alif al-ithnain. Okay. And the verb originally ends with alif. What happens? We change the alif, original alif of the verb into yai. So we say yes, instead of yes, we can't say yes, because there is also another alif coming after it, which is the alif al-ithnain. So we have to say yes, yani, yani. So the original alif of the verb has been turned into yai here. Look at when it comes with nun niswa also. Yes, aina. Yes, aina. The yai here is not ya, it's not this ya. It's not the yai of mukhataba. Okay, it's yai of the verb. It's actually with the verb. It's the alif that was with the verb yes, has been changed into yai so that it becomes yes, aina. Because nun niswa comes with fatha. So we can't say yes, ayana. You can't say yes, ana. You have to say yes, yes, aina. So when the verb that ends with alif comes into contact with alif al-ithnain or or nun niswa, which are both ضمائر الرفع, the alif ending of the verb is turned into yai. That is the first part of it. And then we have the second part where it says وأنما says وأنما حينما يكون آخرها ياء أو واوا. So we've dealt with the alif ending of the verb. When we have the ending being yai or waw, كما في الطائفتين الأخيرين الأخريين, the two other groups, من الأمثلة لا يحدث فيها تغيير عند الإسناد إلى هذين الضميرين. There is no change when the verb ends with yai or waw. When we are doing its isnad with alif al-ithnain and then nun al-niswa. Let's go confirm. So we are first looking at this part. We are looking at these two. The verb originally ends with yai, is yubdi. Let's look if the yubdi full of the letters come. Al-waladani yubdiyani. So we have the yai, bow, dal, and the yai showing before the alif al-ithnain and nun. So the full verb comes. Yubdina, we have the verb into contact with nun niswa here. The yai comes, the bow comes, the dal comes, the yai also comes. Yubdi, full of it comes. And then the nun niswa. So لا يحدث فيه تغيير. There is no changes in it when the verb that ends with yai, the fi'l mudari that ends with yai comes into contact with alif al-ithnain and nun al-niswa. Let's confirm that of the waw. We have these two. If the verb ends with waw and it comes into contact with alif al-ithnain or waw al-jama'a, what happens? We have yad'uwani, the full verb comes. Yad'una also, the full verb comes. Okay, we have yad'uwani and then we have yad'una. Look at it here. It says if the ending is yai or waw. Pay attention to this. If the ending of the verb fi'l mudari is yai or waw, as in the verbs abda, yubdi, and then da'a, yad'un, they end with yai and waw. لا يحدث فيه تغيير عند الإسناد إلى هذين الضميرين. There is no changes if it comes into contact with this pronoun. The verb stays the same. Okay, so here somebody will question. I have to solve this. Yad'una, somebody will say, okay, the verb ends with waw, yad'un, and then the waw al-jama'a should also come. So it should be yad'una, right? Yad'una. What happens here is, in this case, the waw al-jama'a rather is the one that is omitted, not the waw of the verb. So the yad'un, the waw here is the waw of the verb, but the waw al-jama'a that represents the fa'il is mahzuf. Okay, it's the one that is mahzuf. So the verb لا يحدث فيه تغيير. The tagir occurs with the waw al-jama'a. The waw al-jama'a rather is deleted. Jamil. Let's look at the qawaid. It says, put some highlight on it. المضارع الناقص الذي آخره ألف أو ياء أو واو إذا أسند إلى ياء المخاطبة أو واو الجماعة حذف منه حرف العلة وبقي فتح ما قبله إذا كان حرف العلة ألفا. I think you can read it this way repeatedly. It will help. Okay, you read to yourself loudly. المضارع الناقص الذي آخره ألف أو ياء أو واو إذا أسند إلى ياء المخاطبة أو واو الجماعة حذف منه حرف العلة وبقي فتح ما قبله إذا كان حرف العلة ألفا. Okay, we can read it this way repeatedly to at least make it stick. This is the qaida they are giving us, just what we've explained. Okay, then we come to this portion, which is the المضارع الناقص الذي آخره ألف إذا أسند إلى ألف الاثنين أو نون النسوة قلبت ألفه ياء, as we've already explained. Okay, المضارع الناقص الذي آخره ياء أو واو إذا أسند إلى ألف الاثنين أو نون النسوة لم يحدث فيه تغيير. These are the things that we should focus on. Okay, these are the things that we should focus on. The qawaid aspect, very important, so that it sticks. Okay, so inshallah, we are done with this particular topic. In our next topic, if you understand this fully, you can go ahead and read the next topic, al-mujarrad wal-mazid, which is a very simple topic. We are still in the sarf. Okay, al-mujarrad wal-mazid is still the sarf. Basically, when you look at other books, in the first topics, al-mujarrad wal-mazid is their first topics. Okay, so inshallah, this ends this session. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share for others to also benefit. Till we meet again, have a very good Arabic time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.